In the early 2000s, there was one company that defined mobile communication. Not Apple, not Samsung, Nokia. Walk into almost any country, developed or developing, and you would find a Nokia phone. Taxi drivers used them. Business executives trusted them. Teenagers customized them. For millions of people, their first phone was a Nokia. In 2007, Nokia controlled over 50% of the global mobile phone market, more than its closest competitors combined. And yet, within just a few years, it would almost vanish from consumer phones. What happened to the most powerful mobile company on Earth? Nokia's story doesn't begin with technology. It begins in 1865, beside a river in Finland as a paper mill. Over the next century, Nokia became many things: a rubber boot manufacturer, a cable producer, a television maker. For decades, Nokia was a diversified industrial company, not a tech firm. But by the late 1980s, Nokia was struggling. Competition was rising, margins were shrinking, and the company faced an identity crisis. Then came a bold decision. Nokia sold off most of its traditional businesses and made a gamble few others were willing to take. Mobile communication. At the time, mobile phones were expensive, bulky, and unreliable. Most people didn't believe they would ever become mainstream. Nokia believed otherwise. Nokia didn't just see phones as devices. It saw them as tools for human connection. The company invested heavily in network standards like GSM miniaturization of hardware, user-friendly interfaces. While competitors focused on enterprise clients, Nokia focused on everyone. Phones became smaller, buttons became intuitive, menus became simple. This approach worked. By the mid-1990s, Nokia phones were spreading rapidly across Europe and Asia, and then the world followed. The early 2000s were Nokia's golden age. The company launched hit after hit: Nokia 3310, Nokia 1100, Nokia N series. These phones were legendary. They survived drops, they survived water. Some even survived being run over by cars. Battery life lasted days. Signal strength was unmatched. Nokia didn't just dominate sales, it dominated culture. Ringtones became personal identities. Snake became one of the most played games in history, and the Nokia logo became a symbol of trust. At its peak, Nokia employed over 60,000 people. It accounted for over 4% of Finland's GDP. It was one of the most valuable brands on Earth. Internally, many believed Nokia would lead the mobile world for decades. That belief would become dangerous. Behind Nokia's success was a hidden weakness: software. Nokia's operating system Symbian was powerful but complex. Originally designed for keypad phones, it struggled with touchscreens, modern user interfaces, fast updates. Development teams were fragmented. Different versions existed for different devices. Inside Nokia, engineers knew the system was becoming outdated. But success made change difficult. Management feared disrupting a winning formula. And while Nokia debated internally, the industry changed externally. In January 2007, Apple unveiled the iPhone. Inside Nokia, reactions were mixed. Some engineers were impressed, others were skeptical. The iPhone lacked physical keyboards, copy-paste strong battery life. To Nokia executives, it didn't look threatening. But Apple wasn't competing on hardware alone. It was redefining the phone as a software platform. A year later, Apple launched the App Store. Soon after, Google introduced Android. Phones were no longer just tools. They were ecosystems, and Nokia was not ready. As competition intensified, Nokia's internal culture deteriorated. Teams competed instead of cooperating. Bad news was avoided. Middle managers protected careers instead of products. Several internal projects attempted to replace Symbian. Some showed promise, but many were delayed or canceled. Decisions took months. Competitors moved in weeks. By the time Nokia realized the seriousness of the situation, Apple and Android had already captured developers, consumers, and mindshare. The smartphone war was no longer about phones. It was about platforms. In 2011, Nokia made a historic decision. It partnered with Microsoft. Symbian was abandoned. Windows Phone became Nokia's future. The move was bold and risky. Windows Phone looked elegant, but its app ecosystem lagged behind. Developers hesitated. Consumers hesitated. Sales declined faster than expected. Nokia was running out of time. In 2013, Nokia sold its phone division to Microsoft. The announcement marked the end of an era. The company that once defined mobile communication was officially out of the consumer phone business. Microsoft would later abandon mobile phones entirely. The smartphone revolution moved on. Without Nokia. Today, Nokia still exists, but its focus has shifted. It now works behind the scenes. 5G infrastructure, telecom equipment, global networks. It no longer sits in pockets. It sits beneath them. Nokia didn't fail because it lacked innovation. It failed because it couldn't change fast enough when success made change uncomfortable. In technology, hardware evolves slowly, software evolves rapidly. Culture decides everything. Nokia's story is a warning. Market leadership is temporary. Adaptation is permanent. Nokia once connected the world, and in its fall, it taught the world that no company, no matter how dominant, is immune to change.